This is my old Kentucky homestead, and in today's video I'm talking about making bread and butter green tomato relish. I'll put the entire recipe in the notes below, but you're going to need about 3.5 to 4 pounds of green tomatoes, a red bell pepper and an onion, some pickling spice. In this we have some turmeric and mustard seed and celery seed. You're going to need 2 cups of sugar and 3 cups of vinegar. You can use either white vinegar or apple cider vinegar, or you can use a combination of both. You're going to need a little bit of canning salt, and then you're going to need your canning supplies and your jars, lids, and rings. So we're going to cut the tomatoes into small dices, and I'm going to get that going and bring you back to that in just a minute. Okay, so we've got the green tomato diced up and the bell pepper and onion all diced. They don't have to be very small, but just make sure that they're all uniform in size, so that everything is the same size. We're going to add this now to the green tomatoes. And then to this we're going to add 3 tablespoons of the canning salt. So, 1, 2, 3. And then we're just going to stir this all up to get the salt incorporated. Oops, I made a mess in there. Okay. Stir this up. Now I've had the vinegar and sugar and spices boil, and I just turned off the stove and it's been sitting there hot. I've also got the lids were at a simmer, and my jars have been in the oven and they've been sterilized in the oven. So we're going to start packing these now into the jars. Pause. Okay, so I think the volume was down on that for a little bit. What I was saying was we diced all the vegetables to be uniform in size, and then I added 3 tablespoons of canning salt and then mixed it up. Now we're going to pack the vegetables into the hot jars. They've been in the stove, in the oven rather, and they've been sterilized. My lids have been at a simmer, and the vinegar sugar mixture has been boiled. So now I'm just going to pack these into the jars. I'll pour over the vinegar mixture. Okay, we're going to use the air bubbler to make sure all the air bubbles are out. That one's probably a little too full. We'll take some out of that one. And then we're going to wipe the rim of the jar. Taking the lid lifter, we'll take our lid, and then we'll add our ring, making it fingertip tight, and then we're going to put it in the canner. And I'll continue this process until we get them all done, and I'll bring you back after that. Okay, so we've got the canner loaded. I've got 9 half pints in there right now, and I'm using a pressure canner. Tomatoes are a low acid food, so you could use a water bath canner if you wanted, but I like to use a pressure canner, so that's what I'll be using, and I'm processing them for the 10 minutes. So after they've processed for 10 minutes, I let them sit in the canner and just sort of rest for 10 minutes, and then we can remove them. We're going to put them out on a towel and let them sit for 24 hours. And then we're going to take off the bands and you can write on the lids the date that it was processed. I still have a few tomatoes left, so I'm probably going to do a second batch. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.